Angels and the Indians were rained out back in June, so we are in Cleveland, Ohio for the makeup game. Just a one-game visit here to Ohio. The Angels sitting atop the American League West with a 7-game lead now over the Oakland Athletics after Houston came back and defeated the A's. Seattle lost to Texas. They are 9 back. The A's will start a 4-game series at Chicago, while the Astros will take on the Mariners at Safeco Field. We welcome you inside Progressive Field and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubicza. I'm Victor Rojas, and Jared Weaver's on the hill this afternoon. He's thrown the ball well against the Cleveland Indians, and this is his second time going out there looking for win number 16.
Yeah, Victor's throwing the ball well last couple of starts, too. Looking for his 16th victory of the season. 6-1 in his career in Cleveland with an ERA just over 2 at 2.04. Big thing for Weave against these guys, be able to throw that curveball and change up down in the strike zone to set him up with a fastball, but get him out with off-speed pitches.
Well, the Angels offense clicked all weekend long in Minneapolis. They'll have their hands full today with Danny Salazar, who's on the hill for the Cleveland Indians. We're just about ready for baseball here in Cleveland, so sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we return. Angels baseball. Cleveland, the makeup game from June 18th. That was a 4-game series that the Angels and the Indians were playing at the time. And, of course, that was a 4-game series, too, that ended, by the way, with the walk-off grand slam off the bat of Nick Swisher. And after that game, the Angels found themselves 6 back in the American League West, trailing the Oakland Athletics. And to start the play today, that's 7-game lead. As we mentioned, Oakland will be taking on the White Sox beginning tonight for a 4-game set. We're waiting for Danny Salazar and the Cleveland Indians to take the field to get this one started. The Angels will jump on the bird and head down to Texas after this ball game is over. Their second visit to the Lone Star State
on this road trip after losing the first 2 to start the road trip in Houston. They will begin a 3-game series against the Texas Rangers beginning tomorrow night.
Boy, the bats have certainly woken up in Minnesota. Now see if they can carry that over here to this 1-game series against the Cleveland Indians, who played very well themselves at home. They have 47 wins themselves at home. I should say 43 at home, 43-28.
Take a look at Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for the Angels tonight. It is an early day for all of us. Cole Calhoun leading things off, and he will play right field. Mike Trout in center. Albert Pujols will serve as the DH. No Josh Hamilton once again, so Howie Kendrick, and it's worked for him the last couple of days. He's in that cleanup spot at second. David Freese at third. Eric Eibart shortstop. C.J. Cronin first. Hank Conger behind the plate. Collin COWGILL gets a start in left field as they take on the 24-year-old right-hander native of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Danny Salazar is his name.
And Danny Salazar has been throwing the ball very well of late. Fastball is 92 to 97. Even get up there at the century mark on a 4-seam fastball upstairs. Very good slider. Occasional curveball. A-plus changeup also from Salazar. But the keys to be successful against Salazar, keep that fastball down. If he goes upstairs on that fastball, do not chase and continue aggressive base running. That's been very effective of late, going first to third, hit and run, bunting, stealing bases. That should help.
Well, let's take a look at the defense for Terry Francona's Cleveland Indians today. Michael Brantley is in left field. Michael BOURN in center, and David Murphy is in right field. Chisenhall, Ramirez, Kipnis, and Santana in the infield from third to first, and Gomes behind the plate.
And Chisenhall has struggled, at least early in the season, as far as fielding his position. 17 errors at third base, third most by anyone in the major leagues at the third base position, but only 1 in his last 17. Cleveland overall struggled early in the season defensively, been very solid since that point, though. They've been playing great defense and pitching outstanding baseball.
Yeah, you put 108 errors is a lot of errors at this stage of the season, at any point of the season for that matter, but they've got a couple of guys in double digits in the errors category, but it has gotten better, and Cleveland's pitching has been very, very good, and that's why they've made a stronger push here in the second half. They were an even 500 record at the All-Star break. They are 27-20 since then. First one today is up and away for ball 1. Paul Schreiber will call the balls and strikes today. Alfonso Marquez at first. Mark Ripperger is second base, and Ted Barrett is over at third. Cole hitting .279, 13 home runs, 49 runs batted in. Did not get a start yesterday, but got into the ball game. Eventually went 1 for 4 as he pulls this one into right field. The leadoff man is on board.
That's a good start right away. Swinging the bat well. Talked about how well they swung the bat in Minnesota. Right away, Cole Calhoun, pressure on Salazar.
19 hit attack yesterday against the Twins. That is a season high. Fell just 1 run shy of a season high in runs with 14. .54 hits for the Angels in that 4-game set against the Twins. John hitting .285, 32 home runs and 102 runs batted in. Home run and a double yesterday. 3 runs scored. 2 for 4 overall. First one is on the corner. Many of the regulars lifted by the time we got to the 6th, 7th inning. Give those guys an opportunity to get some rest before making the short flight from Minneapolis here to Cleveland. Took about an hour and a half. The Angels got into town at a decent hour, relatively speaking. That's up and in. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
And one thing to keep in mind when you watch Salazar throw today, he had his first complete game last time out, shutout against the Tigers. And anytime you come back that very next start, you definitely don't have the same crispness on your fastball and or your slider too. So score early against them.
This one's pulled to left field, a base hit. Calhoun will round second. He will slam on the brakes there as Brantley gets the baseball quickly. But the Angels start this one off with back-to-back singles, and now Albert will step to the plate.
Designated hitter number 5, number 4.
It's a slider that was down. Mike Trout went down and got that baseball in the left field. Good start right away. A lot of pressure on Salazar. Threw 118 pitches in that shutout last time out. Season high as far as pitches thrown in a game too, late in the year.
Clearly the longest outing of his brief big league career. Made 10 starts in the big leagues last year. This is his 17th start this season at the major league level. So Calhoun at second, Trout at first, and Albert, the DH, at the plate. He swings to the first one and chops it foul. Pujols a .275 batting average, 25 home runs, and 88 RBIs. A 2 for 4 game himself with a double and a run batted in. Albert now with 1,586 RBIs in his career. 37th all time. Beautiful day for baseball here. 74 degrees. First pitch. Not a cloud in the sky.
Well, Albert, the other day, 2,500th career hit, scored his 1,500th run. Only one other player has ever done that in the same game. Reggie Jackson, as a member of the Angels at that point. The exact same day, 28 years prior to that.
That'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pretty amazing day that was a couple days ago for Albert Pujols.
Long look in for Salazar, and Albert's tired of waiting, so he'll back out. Cleveland at 74 and 67, 5 games back in the American League Central. 3.5 games back of the second wild card spot. They've gone 27 and 20 since the break. That's off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. And as Mark pointed out earlier, they are 43 and 28 here at Progressive Field this year. There's a look at the wild card standings. Oakland a 2-game lead over Seattle. Both teams lost. Seattle heads home to host the Houston Astros, and Oakland out on the road. Oakland an interesting road trip now because they will play the White Sox in Chicago for 4, and then they will go to Seattle for the weekend series. 2-1 pitch. Albert fouls it straight back.
What a good swing at that fastball at 94 from Pujols against Salazar.
The Angels had optional hitting this morning, and not many of the regulars were out there today. Just a lot of the reserves.
Pujols was out there as usual.
As usual. Cole with a base hit to right. Trout with a base hit to left. Just underway. Nobody out here the first. 2-2 now. And that's lifted out toward right. David Murphy a long run, but this one's headed toward the seats. So we'll reset and do it again.
Well, Terry Francona has done a very good job with this Cleveland club in contention again for the postseason. Last year made it as a wild card. And Lowe's chewing that gum.
Well, he knows that has an opportunity to pick up some games if they could play well the rest of this homestand. 1 today and then 3 against the Twins, as the Royals are now in Detroit to start a series there beginning today. Foul back.
And we do have Kansas City at home here the last week of the season.
Albert making Salazar work. 87 and 2/3 innings under his belt at the big league level. 90 hits, 92 strikeouts, 28 walks. Drawn ball back to the mound. Fires a second. Kipnis has it. Relay back to first, and they got him. A double play.
Mike Scioscia may look to see if he indeed had his foot on the base antenna as he stretched out to complete that double play. Alfredo was pointing at the base. Mike Scioscia looks like he may go out.
Now batting, second baseman, number 47, Howie Kendrick.
Scioscia's not going to go out now, as he's determined that the foot was on the bag. It's the 25th double play that Pujols has hit into this year. 2 outs. Calhoun at third. And here's Howie Kendrick. Howie's been on a tear. raised his batting average to 285, 6 home runs, 64 runs batted in. A 3-hit game yesterday, falling a double shy of the cycle. Had 4 runs batted in. 4-hit game the night before. This one fouled back. A home run side of the cycle 2 nights ago.
Good career numbers against Cleveland also. 316 batting average for Kendrick with 4 home runs and 21 RBI.
Howie fouls it off. One ball, 2 strikes. Kendrick now with 6 home runs, 64 runs batted in. And Howie goes down swinging. The Angels get the first 2 base runners on and get nothing out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Here to begin the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at Terry Francona's starting lineup for the Cleveland Indians. Michael Bourn will lead things off in center field. Jose Ramirez, the switch hitter, will bat second. He'll play shortstop. Michael Brantley at left. Carlos Santana, the first baseman. Jason Kipnis at second. Lonnie Chisenhall at third base. Yan Gomes is the catcher. Jason Giambi will serve as the DH today, and David Murphy is in right field. And he will bat ninth. Taking on Jared Weaver. Rolls into this one with a 15-8 record and a 3.56 ERA.
And we talked about how well he's pitched in this ballpark. 6-1 with an ERA 2.05. Throwing the ball very well his last 2 starts. Also for Weaver, going to get a little run support today, but Weaver, to be successful against his Cleveland club, set the tone early, throw a lot of early strikes, and curveball effectiveness, be able to throw that slow curve down and away to get some swing and misses.
First one to Bourn is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Bourn, a 268 average, 3 home runs, 26 RBIs. Good speed. David Freese playing in on the grass. And this one shot down the left field line, slicing away from COWGILL, and it goes foul. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Third time that Jared Weaver has faced the Cleveland Indians this season. First time was on April 29th at home. Gave up 2 runs on 8 hits and 5 1/3, struck out 6. And took the loss here when he gave up 4 runs on 5 hits, worked 6 innings through 100 pitches. One pitch. Bouncer foul. An Indians team that is 8th in average in the American League, 8th in home runs, 7th in runs scored, 6th in both on-base percentage and slugging. But the pitching has been it's been the catalyst for this ball club. A staff ERA at 3.57, just behind the Angels. Swing and a miss. Down goes Bourn, and there's the first down of the first inning. Defensively for the Angels, Colin COWGILL in left, Mike Trout at center, Cole Calhoun is in right. The infield has David Freese, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and C.J. Cron from third to first. Hank Conger behind the plate today.
And with Jerry Weaver on the mound, a lot of fly ball action generally, and Mike Trout and in center field. Might be positioned to win a Gold Glove this season. There's been 7 in Angel history to win Gold Gloves as a center fielder. Mike Trout has certainly played some outstanding defense in that center field position.
First one to Ramirez is outside. 21-year-old Dominican native. In his 49th game in the big leagues. .253 batting average. So takes a breaking ball to even the count. One and two. This one hit towards second. One hopper for Howie. 2 down.
My Hyundai key for this game today, especially with that quick turnaround in the 4-game series in Minnesota. Jerry Weaver on the hill, or Rainbow, man on the Silver Mountain. Your tone is always set by your starting pitcher, especially when you have an opportunity to have your ace on the staff here today in a day game. See if you can establish, put some zeros up early and get the offense going. A lot of offense yesterday. Weave just needs a little bit today to be able to provide that victory for the Halos before going off to Texas.
Michael Brantley, the left fielder, having a fantastic season. .317 with 18 home runs and 89 runs batted in. 39 doubles, 2 triples. And .375 on base percentage. This one pulled to first. Crone's got it. Waves off Weaver. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Jared. One complete here in Cleveland, and we're scoreless. Angel game with MLB.com at bat on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live look-ins, instant replay, score, stats, audio, free MLB.tv game of the day, and more. Download at the App Store. Log on at Angels.com for more details. Danny Salazar back to work here. He threw 16 pitches in the first inning, gave a back-to-back singles to start the game to Calhoun and Trout, but Pujols a double play ball for the 25th time this year, and Kendrick struck out, so that's why this game remains scoreless. Freese, Ibar, and Cron to face Salazar. I think Paul Schreiber and Mike Scioscia having a little conversation here. Not sure about what. Here's the first one. And Freeze takes down and away. David, a .256 average, with 6 home runs and 42 runs batted in. That one's on the corner. He's had himself a 1-for-3 game yesterday. A single and a walk.
He had a great series at Target Field, also 7 for 14 with 4 doubles.
2-1. Just looking back at yesterday's game, the only starter that did not get a hit was Grant Green. But Cole Calhoun got a hit later on in that spot in the order. This was fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a second career start for Danny Salazar against the Angels. Pitched last year against the Halos. Went 5 1/3. 7 strikeouts, 1 run on 3 hits. Got a no decision. This one's out toward right field. This will chase Murphy back. But shy of the track will make the catch for the first out.
Shortstop number 2, Eric Ibar.
There's Eric Ibar. 284 average, 6 home runs and 62 RBIs now after that weekend series. 27 doubles, 4 triples. Eric was in the leadoff spot last night. He chops this one up the middle. Boy, got rid of it quickly, didn't he? That's played by Ramirez. 2 outs.
Yeah, he's one of the big reasons why the defense has gotten a lot better for the Cleveland Indians. Ramirez very athletic at that shortstop position. Knowing Ibar's speed, fields it quickly, and on the transfer gets rid of the ball and able to get Eric Ibar at first base.
That's Drupal Cabrera now with the Washington Nationals.
Yeah, Cabrera could make those spectacular plays, but he had trouble at times with the routine plays. Although he's played a great second base for the Nationals, though.
Which is his really the position that he's best suited for. C.J. Cron takes ball 1. 275 batting average, 10 home runs and 32 RBIs for Cron, who was the first baseman yesterday. And had himself a 2-for-3 game with a double and a 2-run blast. That got out in a hurry.
Yeah, that baseball went a long way, and that hurt that seat out in left field, too.
That seat has gone for an MRI. We're awaiting its results.
I think so.
More than likely day to day.
Like we all are.
I don't know about today, though. Today got here quickly.
Yes, it did. Beautiful day.
No doubt. Couldn't ask for better weather. 3 balls, no strikes with 2 outs, and the base is clear. And there is ball 4. So a 2-out walk. That's the first issued by the right-hander. It'll keep the inning alive for Hank Conger.
The batter, catcher number 24.
Great ballpark. Light crowd, of course, on a makeup game on Monday afternoon. But a good way to come out here and wash away that Browns loss at Pittsburgh yesterday.
Close game, though.
Yeah.
Close game.
Hank looks at a strike. 220 average with 3 home runs and 24 RBIs. His 11 doubles on the season.
There's certainly a lot of excitement sports-wise out here in Cleveland.
Oh, no doubt.
Johnny Football, and of course that certain basketball player for the Cavaliers.
Kyrie Irving. Kevin Love.
Oh, exactly. There it is.
LeBron James. It's right next door.
Yeah, they're going to be a pretty good team.
Yep. I believe they will as well. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Conger. Last start for him was on Thursday, the opening game against Minnesota. Hank had a 1-for-3 game in that one. I had a catch in the last 3. Foul back. Just above us. So the count evened up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Should the inning continue, it's Collin COWGILL on deck. Salazar retiring the first 2 on a fly to right and a ground ball to short. Boy, a long look yet again for Salazar. Bounces that one, full count. Chrome will be off of the pitch.
And that's what you want to see as a hitter, too. You have a pitcher just not on the same page with your catcher. Holmes, very good defensive catcher. What a great arm he has. Does have 12 errors this year, though. Surprising. He's thrown over 30% of would-be base stealers. Very difficult to steal against. C.J. Cron will be going here on the 3-2 count.
Foul back. Had a good pitch and drive there.
He's had a couple good swings in this sequence against Salazar for Hank Conger. Well, a lot of room on that left side of the infield too, though, for Hank. Salazar is going to throw something away, whether it's his fastball or changeup. Just go that way.
And Hank strikes out swinging. And the Angels are done here in the second. Right to the bottom of the inning. Scoreless. It's your photo using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and it could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. There's some Angel fans in the house here. They're willing to come out, and or they are make their home here in Ohio. And just decided, you know what? Why not come out and check out the best team in Major League Baseball right now?
Playing great baseball. 32 games over 500.
Carlos Santana takes upstairs for ball 1. This road trip started, it was 0-2. Then a 4-game sweep of the Twins, and now here, scoreless in the second as Santana lifts one out toward right field. Now it'll fall in for a base hit. The first baseman is on board. First base runner against Weaver. We retired the sign in order in the first.
11 for 21 against Weaver for Santana. Does a real good job of staying back on all speed pitches too from Weaver. Doesn't chase him, tries to get himself into a good fastball count.
Would you then try to bust him in with fastballs?
Yeah, I would try that no-seam fastball a lot, four-seam fastball in on the hands, and then run that no-seamer back and catch the corner.
KIPNIS showing bunt, looks at a strike.
Because once you make a hitter aware of a cut fastball in and then that two-seamer runs back inside, then they have no choice but to respect the off-speed and go after the slow curveball at that point.
KIPNIS a .245 batting average. Second baseman pulls one to Crow, and it's a double play. Nothing you can do if you're the base runner unless you're already on the bag. Nice heads-up play by Crone to just go right to the bag.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever.
A lot of times you're tempted to look for the runner, you know, and just apply the tag.
Now hitting third baseman, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Quick hands for C.J. Crone.
So 2 outs. Lonnie Chisenhall, the third baseman, steps in.
Chisenhall is another hitter for Cleveland that does a good job of laying off the all-speed pitch against Weaver. 5 for 14.
Fouls this one off the left with 1-2. Chisenhall, when these two teams last met back in June, was on a tear. A power stroke at that big game in Texas. 3-homer game. And he was batting at that point .368 in the final game of that 4-game set against Cleveland. He's cooled off considerably. The 1-2. This was lifted down the line, but slicing toward the seats.
Seemed like his hands are a little bit lower this time through.
Changing it up a little bit. And it looks as if he's trying to go the other way. Chisenhall's been a guy that always seemed to want to pull everything. Or hook everything toward right.
You see his hands lower now. His hands were definitely higher the last time through, and that's when he was trying to pull more pitches on the inner half. When your hands are that low, you have a tendency to try to throw the butt of the bat through the baseball and try to hit the ball the other way.
2-2 from Weaver. This one's out toward left. Chasing COWGILL back. He's there. Inning over. Single, a double play ball on the line out, then the fly ball to left. We'll head to the third. Scoreless. Halos will honor their youngest fans on September 14th when they take on the Astros at 12:35. Kids in attendance will have a chance to win great prizes like Disneyland and San Diego Zoo passes, autographed items, and more. Purchase your tickets today at the Angel Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. After this, it's off to Texas for a 3-game series, then back home for the last homestand of the season. And a big one. Houston for 3, Seattle for 4.
A lot of great giveaways, too.
Yeah, 3 with Texas. 9-1-2 for the Angels. COWGILL, Calhoun, and Trout face Danny Salazar. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits allowed. Collin hitting .260 with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. A 1-for-5 game yesterday with a double. Back-to-back starts for him in left with Josh Hamilton still out with the shoulder issue. One and two.
Yeah, Mike Sosa addressed that today, saying that Josh is feeling better today. Hope to get him back in the lineup soon.
Foul back. Little dribbler towards short. Ramirez fires the first. COWGILL retired for the first out.
Oh, real good hands. Impressive so far by Ramirez. Quick on that transfer and a strong throwing arm. COWGILL with good speed, but that quick on the transfer. Perfect throw to first base. Gets COWGILL by half a step.
So back to the top of the order now. Cole Calhoun stepping in, 1 for 1. Angels back-to-back hits to start the game. Albert had a prolonged at bat before grounding into a 1-4-3 double play. And Howie struck out. That ended the Angels' threat. Off-speed pitch. It's Cole out in front a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Angels announced today that Corey Rasmus will make the start. The last day, Texas. Actually, did I get that right? Yeah. Back to Santiago tomorrow. Matt Shoemaker on Wednesday, and then the bullpen game on Thursday, the getaway. The Angels did make a roster move today as they added another bullpen arm, Jairo Diaz. Good numbers between A-ball and Double-A this year. Former catcher at the minor league level, converted to a reliever.
Serious power arm. Can rush the fastball up there up to 99 miles an hour. A big power curveball also.
Trout on deck. Here's the 3-1 to Cole. And he draws ball 4. Second walk issued by Salazar. Go with the 2 strikeouts and a man on now for Mike.
Doesn't happen too often when you see pitcher land somewhat in the same area as Jared Weaver throwing across his body. Salazar throws across his body also to create deception. Weaver throws across quite a bit. Salazar not too far away from Weaver's landing area.
Trout 1 for 1 with a base at the left field. A 1-0 count. I'd venture to say that you talked to any of the Indians guys, tell you he's not as crisp as he was in that start against Detroit, because he was spectacular The only victory that the Indians had in that 4-game set against the Tigers. 9 strikeouts for him in that complete game win.
No walks either.
A little bit high, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. And you talked about it, the hangover effect.
Always
no
felt
matter
that
how
was,
young or whatever.
It's the hardest thing to do, especially you do everything well, and all of a sudden your routine's a little bit different. You throw more pitches than normal, especially for a young pitcher that's never been in that position before, to be in that 8th and then finish it off in the 9th inning, and then you have your regular turn come back around against a very good offense.
Caught the inside corner.
Good count to do something now, though. 2-1 count with 1 out. Very difficult to straight steal against GOMES behind the plate.
Fouled it back. High fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And good arm behind the plate. Quick release. GOMES, however, with 12 errors on the year. One out, 1 on. No score here in the 3rd. Quick throw and Calhoun back. Albert on deck. Lays off the slider. That was a pitch that TROUT hooked into left field for a base hit his first time up. So full count now. Figure that Calhoun most definitely will be on the move here. But you never know.
Calhoun is playing pretty shallow too for Mike Trout at the plate. Gapper will score Calhoun for sure. .32 home runs and 102 RBI this season for Mike Trout.
Cole doesn't go, and Trout strikes out on a high fastball. 2 down.
Well, we say the keys against Salazar, you got to bring that fastball down. If you chase that high fastball, very difficult to catch up to that mid to upper 90s fastball with that type of movement. 4-seam fastball upstairs. So thrown across his body, so he creates deception to begin with.
So Albert up now with 2 outs. Skies the first pitch to shallow right. Devin Murphy calls off KIPNIS. The Angels are done here in the 3rd. Head to the bottom of the inning, still scoreless. They're coming up to face Jared Weaver, Gomes, Giambi, and Murphy. Weaver 1 strikeout, no walks, 1 hit allowed, and that was to Santana leading off to second, a base hit to right field. Yan Gomes, the catchers, had a very good season offensively. 287 on the year, 17 home runs, 57 RBIs. Cuts through the first one. It's 0-1. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Raised in South Florida.
He's having a solid season with 17 home runs.
1 ball, 1 strike. That was down and away. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Gomes started his collegiate career at the University of Tennessee. Same time J.P. Arancibia was there. Eventually transferred out, went to Barry University down in Miami. 2-1 now. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good slow curveball from Weaver. Set up by a good fastball to start the sequence at 87.
Jason Giambi, the DH, is on deck. 2-2 now. This one's out toward right. 1 down.
Good velocity so far for Weaver. A couple at 89 already in this game.
Designated hitter number 72.
Giambi, the DH, this afternoon. A couple of dirtbags facing each other here, Weaver and Giambi.
The 2 DHs today combined for 957 career home runs.
It's not bad.
440 from Giambi, 517 from Pujols.
First one's upstairs. Giambi, 43 years of age. Playing in just his 18th game this year. Second season with the Indians. After spending time with the Rockies. 1 ball, 1 strike. One-time MVP back in 2000. Remember the Oakland A's? Two balls, 1 strike.
Real solid career for Giambi. There's conversation about him eventually being a manager at the major leagues also.
This one's popped up. David Freese puts the glasses down, but he gives way to Eric Ibar. 2 outs.
Well, COWGILL went a long way.
Yeah.
Now stepping in, right fielder, number 7, David Murphy.
Two outs here in the 3rd inning as David Murphy steps in. Murphy, the right fielder, hitting .265 with 7 home runs and 56 RBIs. Two balls, no strikes. Fouls one back.
We almost had a play.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought we were safe up here.
I was ready. I was ready for it.
Yeah, I'll take a chance at that one there.
Yeah, that was
a
little pop-up. That's a can of corn.
Yes.
2-1 now to Murphy. On the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Longtime Texas Ranger, originally in the Red Sox system. Number 1 pick out of Baylor by Boston. 2-2 from Weaver. This was lined to short. A 1-2-3 inning for Jared. 3 complete. And we remain scoreless. Tomorrow only on FX. 4, 5, and 6 for the Angels here in the 4th inning with no score. Kendrick free as an Ibar to face Danny Salazar. Howie, a strikeout victim in the first. One of 3 punch outs for Salazar. He has 2 walks, 2 hits allowed. Chopper over to third. Chisenhall has it. 1 down.
We're just watching how Chisenhall fields the ground ball. You wonder how he would have 17 errors, although just 1 in his last 17 games. He's got a strong throwing arm, good range at third base.
But it's securing that ball in the glove.
Yeah.
Sometimes is the issue for him.
Early on in his career, that he was more known for his glove work at third base and a little inconsistent with his swings. Very good glove normally.
Oh, and missing upstairs. David Freese, a fly ball right leading off the second, so he's had an 0 for 1 game so far. Well, back.
Baseball carries very well out to right center field, and you would think with the swing that Freese has when he's consistent with it, we saw it in Minnesota, ball will carry very well if you can square up a high fastball from Salazar today and hit it to that part of the field.
This is grounded to short. Ramirez has it. 2 outs.
Now to play, shortstop, Barry Tybar.
It's 5 ground ball outs so far. Eric Ibar, ground ball to short. Second. Chisenhall playing in on the grass at third. Eric will look at a strike. Looks like Salazar starting to get locked back in.
Manageable pitch count also for him now.
Ground ball toward short. There's gets around it. Off balance throw. Angels go down in order for the first time this afternoon. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Indians have the top of the order coming up for the scoreless tie. Cable, enjoy better. Call 1-855-1TWC. By the 2014 Camry at your Toyota dealer today, we make it easy. And by AT&T Uverse TV, mobilizing your world. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in Cleveland. That's one of your favorite places.
Oh, no question. Saw the Pink Floyd The Wall exhibit a number of years ago. That was fantastic.
Top of the order for the Indians here. No score as we begin the bottom of the fourth. Michael Bourn struck out in the first inning. The only strikeout Weaver has picked up so far today. Slow breaking ball. Evens up the count at 1-1. Freeze still playing in at third just in case. This one's fouled back.
Oh, he threw a slow curve at 69, followed up with a changeup at 79. And you wonder if he can go upstairs with a high fastball now.
Bourne's had a couple of stints on the DL. Hamstring issue, one to start the season. The other in July 6th through August 14th. 2-2. Little chopper toward the middle. Kendrick to his right has it. Little off balance throw. And Bourne retired for the first down. Third ground ball out for Weaver. Here's Jose Ramirez, the second baseman. Pardon me, the shortstop. Grounded to second base his first time up. Switch hitter hit .302 at AAA Columbus. 5 home runs, 29 runs batted in. 60 games there. Good speed as well, 8 stolen bases. He hooks this one into right field. Cole got a good jump on it as there. 2 down.
There's real good read off the bat by Cole Calhoun in right field. Very solid defensively in that position. Off the bat, look like he may get down into the corner. Quick first step, ready. It's a routine play.
So 2 down, nobody on. Michael Brantley, the left fielder, up. Brantley grounded out to Crone, first base.
Oh, he's starting to get a good feel, Victor, for that slow curveball.
This one's out toward right center field. Trout over to cut it off as he plays it on a hop, and it's a 2-out single for Brantley. Now you got to pay attention to Brantley. Proud owner of 19 stolen bases this year.
He went back-to-back slow curves. This time Brantley, who's had a great season, stayed back on that curveball and base hit in the center field in front of Mike Trout. You mentioned him, the stolen base threat, no doubt about it, 19 of 20. At this point, you're dealing with a guy with great career numbers against you in Carlos Santana. If you're Jared Weaver, yeah, you pay attention to Brantley, but the focus has to be on Santana.
Santana with a base hit to right his first time up, takes down and away. Freeze, the only infielder on the left side.
Weaver has a very quick move, 3 pickoffs this year, 21 in his career. Pretty solid numbers for a right-handed pitcher.
One ball, one strike. Jared's had good numbers in his career in day game starts. This year it's just okay. Departure for him, 3-2, and a 4.06 ERA in day games. This is his 6th start in the daytime. That's down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. By contrast, last year in a 3-1 record and a 1.93 in daytime starts.
To a 4-seam fastball with cut action well off the plate inside. That's it. Santana's seen the ball well out of Weaver's hand. Has not chased a lot of pitches out of the zone.
Brantley over at first base with a 2-out single. He was leaning a little bit. Long hold. 2-1 on the corner. 2-2. Santana didn't think so.
Santana with a pretty good eye too. Just barely touching the outside corner. He has 100 walks this season, which leads the American League in that category.
Two now. Missed it. Just a little bit. Full count, so Brantley will get a head start at first base, and Crone will play behind him.
Trying to run that no-seam fastball back inside. Just missed the inside corner, though. Back-to-back borderline pitches against Santana. One went against him, and that one went his way.
Brantley goes. The breaking ball is cut on and missed. Down goes Santana. The inning is over. Second strikeout for Weaver. We've played 4 here in Cleveland. Still no score.
Rewind. C.J. Cron yesterday at Target Field. We talked about that mammoth home run he hit to left field. Crushes the seat in the second deck at Target Field for C.J. Cron. 10th home run of the season yesterday.
He drew a walk back in the second inning. He'll lead things off here in the fifth. Cron, Conger, and COWGILL, the 3 C's. The killer C's.
Oh, there you go. Talking about my usual grades I get every year.
Salazar with 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hits allowed. Those 2 hits coming in the first inning. Cron swings through the first one. No balls, 2 strikes. 60 pitches thrown by Salazar. 37 have been strikes.
Well, Weaver is 49 through 4 innings himself. Both pitchers throwing a lot of strikes and working quickly.
One and 2.
Trout and Pujols waiting for a mistake. See if C.J. Cron could crush one here.
There's a base hit to right. Leadoff man on board for the Angels. Their 3rd hit. And Conger coming up.
You know, C.J. Cron has done a nice job, even being behind in the counts in the last couple of games, last couple starts for him. Even that very good pitch by Burton, it was in the dirt. And he flared in the center field. That good at bat there, fastball away, punched it in the right field. Well, in a game in which you have a guy throwing the ball like this today in Salazar last 2 games, I think you might have Hank Conger square around the bunt.
Takes outside. Hank struck out of the second. Chisenhall staying close to the third base area. Here, DiSarcina putting on the signs. One. Well,
that pitch was pretty far off the outside corner.
One and 2. Fastball away, sliding for a strike. Two and 2. More people here at Progressive than I thought were going to be here for this game. Although if you're last minute thinking about it, boy, would you if you're downtown and had the opportunity to come out?
What a beautiful day to be able to be out here at the ballpark. A lot of sunshine.
Two to Conger. He pulls this one into right field. A base hit. Cron will turn second. He'll head to third. And the throw is cut off. So Hank with a 2-strike base hit. The Angels have runners at first and third with nobody out.
We talked about aggressively taking that extra base, and there C.J. Cron was able to do that on that base hit by Hank Conger in the right field. Especially knowing that Chisenhall was playing way off the base. Reads that one. Chisenhall is going back to third base as C.J. Cron is coming in to slide into third base. And Mike Scioscia pointed out just a couple days ago, the Angels now at the top in the American League as far as going back to that approach, that first to third approach, aggressive base running that we saw a number of years when the Angels were in the postseason.
Infield a double play depth for Cleveland with nobody out here in the fifth. COWGILL looks at a strike. He grounded out to short. His first time up. Could be a little misleading, that number at the bottom there, the fact that he's not an everyday player as he kind of was with Josh Hamilton on the disabled list, and consistent at bats.
He's really done a nice job both playing left field, right field, center field even.
You know, left-handed thrower, right-handed batter. 1-2. Salazar really has not pitched in to a right-handed batter at all today. Everything's been away with the fastball and with the slider.
But when you're throwing 97, 98, you're more apt to still look away than rather than worry about something inside.
Little chopper toward third. Chisenhall's plays only to first. They got him, but the Angels take a 1-0 lead as COWGILL picks up his 18th RBI.
Again, real good base running by C.J. Cron with no outs, though, because that ball was hit off the plate. There was going to be no play from Chisenhall to Gomes at the plate. Reads it well. Aggressive base running, scores the first run of the game. A lot of times you'll see other clubs wait back with no outs on a ground ball in the infield. That was read well by C.J. Cron.
So 1-0 Angels here in the 5th inning. Here's Cole Calhoun with Conger standing at second. Cole 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Lays off the high fastball. $12 for 33 in his brief big league career against Cleveland. Two balls, no strikes.
As far as outfield arms, Brantley has a very good arm in left field and charges the ball well. 11 outfield assists. Will challenge Michael Bourn in center. Murphy with 6 outfield assists in right field. Depending on which way Murphy would have to go for the baseball, force him to the glove side. Gary DiSarcina will send Hank Conger home on a base hit that way.
And that is driven out toward right center field. Murphy moving back on it, still going back to the wall, near the wall. That is gone. A big fly for Cole Calhoun makes it a 3-0 Angels lead.
Boy, Cole having himself a big game today. Single, walk, now a 2-run home run. I mentioned those numbers career-wise against the Cleveland Indians. Add on here with a 2-run home run. 14th home run now, 51 RBI. Off the top of the wall, and out of the ballpark for Cole Calhoun.
So bases clear with 1 out. Trout at the plate. Mike 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Foul tips the first one. It's the 11th home run that Salazar has allowed. This being his 17th start.
Point those conversations like we were having last night, and you look at the record for the Angels, 32 games over 500. We're just looking at each other, and a number of us talking, how is this possible? What have they been doing? It seems to be someone stepping forward and having a big game every single day. Now Cole Calhoun, Howie Kendrick, huge in Minnesota. Somebody different every day.
Trout fouls it. Salazar been cruising in personal scoreless streak of 21 consecutive innings without allowing a run. the Angels had struck for 3 here in the 5th. Still batting with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2. Goes down swinging for the 2nd time today. 2 outs. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 2 outs and nobody on for Albert Pujols. 0 for 2 today. Indians start to get some action in their bullpen as Albert looks at his strike. Pujols a double play ball in the 1st, a fly ball to right in the 3rd. It's Zach McAllister getting ready.
It's like we thought, a little different after you have a complete game shutout for a youngster in Salazar.
A good piece of hitting by Albert as he shoots one to right, a 2-out single. And up steps Kendrick.
This fastball travel. Couldn't he go the other way?
Number 47,
He's having himself a solid season himself with 25 home runs, 88 RBI.
Howie, the 7th man to bat here, the 5th. Struck out in the 1st and a ground down to Chisenhall, the 3rd baseman in the 4th inning. Ground ball toward the hole. Ramirez has it. He just lost it. That would have been an interesting play considering his arm. Now it goes an infield base hit.
Yeah, that would have been a long throw. That shortstop position across the diamond. Once it got by Chisenhall, Ramirez tried to not only pick it, but in the transfer, jump up and throw, but unable to keep the ball in the glove. Infield hit for Howie Kendrick.
3rd baseman, Taylor Freeze.
5 hits allowed by Salazar here in this 5th inning. The Angels have 7 in the ballgame. And here's David Freese. 0 for 2 with a fly ball to right and a ground ball to short. Pujols at 2nd, Kendrick at 1st. 3 runs in. RBI ground out by Collin Cowgill and a 2-run home run by Cole Calhoun. Freese chases the high fastball.
85 pitches thrown in this game, but 27 for Salazar in this 5th.
Evens up the count. McAllister's ready to go, which I would imagine would be Salazar's last inning regardless, coming off that complete game and now at 86 pitches.
Like we both said, it's the most difficult thing for a young pitcher to follow up a game like you had last time out with another solid one.
Freeze in the hole at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's really not a bad outing so far for Salazar, but not anywhere near where he was last time out with no walks, 9 punch outs and a shutout against the Tigers.
Now we've seen his ability to be special on the mound. That one's down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He just has good stuff today. It's not as crisp as what we've seen before.
Yeah, once he gets stronger, he's the top of the rotation guy. There's no question.
Speaking of top of the rotation, bottom of the 5th, he'll face Kipnis, Chisenhall, and Gomes. 2-2 now, and Freeze skies went foul and out of play on the 3rd base side. This one down the right field line, but slicing foul and out of play. Well, the fastball away. David just protecting his at bat. Murphy very shallow in right field. Bourne the same in center. Albert trying to get a big secondary lead. Freese hits one out toward left center field. Long run. Nobody's going to get this one. That is gone. A big fly for David Freese. A 3-run shot makes it 6-0 Angels.
Well, off the bat, thought maybe off the wall, but it's a pretty good carrier in a day game here. Progressive field. Slider elevated and out of the ballpark by David Freese. Continue his hot swing in here his last 5 games. Even had a lunge slightly, but still got the barrel of the bat. It's had a 3-run home run. Salazar was shocked too. He thought it was a pretty good pitch down, but out of the ballpark by David Freese.
A pitching change as the Angels have struck for 6 here in the 5th inning and lead at 6-0. Afternoon with a 3-run blast. First home run for David in 38 games. His last coming against the Tigers at home. And we'll see what the Angels offense can do here against Zach McAllister as the right hitter takes over. 24 starts last year. This year he's 3-6 with a 5.89 ERA. 15 games, 14 of which have been starts.
Yeah, fastballs 91 to 95. Slider, curveball, changeup, pretty solid changeup, and an occasional split finger fastball.
6 earned runs allowed by Salazar, the most he's allowed in the start this year. As Ibar rips one into right field, and the hit parade continues for the Angels here in the 5th as they've batted around.
Well, all of a sudden, the swings are very similar to what we saw in the first half before the All-Star break. A lot of real good swings. David Freese talking to Don Baylor.
Seven hits in this 5th inning. Here's the man that started it off with a base hit to right on a 2-strike count. It's C.J. Cron at the plate. A walk and a single for him. Scored the first run. Fastball missing low. Cole Calhoun's home run. Estimated 384 feet. David Freese is at 400 out to left center. Two balls, no strikes.
Well, and Freese was slightly out in front of that slider down. Still hit it 400 feet.
I wasn't sure it was going to get out. I thought, like you said, with the big wall out in left field, that especially the way Brantley pulled up, was going to play the carom. Crow fouls that one back, 2-1.
That's a pretty good 2-0 swing from C.J. Cron. I mentioned how Freese is starting to drive the ball well. 7 for 14 in Minnesota. 3-run home run here today, 1 for 3.
Ibar takes off to throw down to second, is not in time. A stolen base for Eric. Got a good jump.
That was interesting watching Mike Trout talk to Freese. Look, he was even motioning to him that he was slightly out in front, yet he still hit the ball out to left center field. His power, left center field to right center field for David Freese. That's what I love about this club. Even in the dugout, even after some good swings, they're always talking about hitting.
Three-one pitch on the corner, full count. Payoff all the way. It's fouled back to the right. 40th pitch thrown by the Indians here in the top of the 5th. Salazar went 4 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 2 of which were home runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 6 runs all earned. Fouled off to the right.
Look at that stolen base for Eric Ibar with 15 now on the season. Leads the club in that category. Had been tied with Mike Trout. Both had 14. Howie Kendrick with 13.
Another payoff. Now it's fouled off of Gomes. Yesterday, the Angels offense erupted in the 6th inning for 6 runs on 5 hits, sending 11 men to the plate. Today, 6 runs in the 5th inning on 7 hits so far.
Extremely confident group on the offensive side right now. And Weaver certainly liking what he's seen this inning for the offense to give him some room to challenge hitters now. And very, very good through 4. His 49 pitches thrown for Weaver through 4 innings. Cleveland pitching almost has thrown that amount in this inning alone.
Cron hits one out toward left center field. Playable for Brantley, or BOURN calls him off. Makes the catch. That'll end the Angels' 5th, but it was a big one. Ended up striking for 6 on RBI ground out and a couple of home runs. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-0 Angels. of the fifth inning. Kipnis, Chisenhall, and Gomes to face Jared Weaver. Had to sit there for a while, but I think he enjoyed it. Had a chance to watch all the run support that C.J. Wilson got in the fifth and sixth innings yesterday. Wondering if he was going to get some of that today. And Salazar had limited it through 4 innings, especially after working out of the first inning, when she gave up the back-to-back singles to start the game. But they exploded in the fifth, and now Weaver has a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Weaver did his job early on, putting up the zeros and allowing the offense basically to wake up after flying from Minnesota. Another day game today to get ready, and they certainly did so in the fifth.
Weaver's first one's up and away to Kipnis, who's 0 for 1. He lined into a double play in the second inning. Santana had a leadoff single that his line went right to Crone at first base. Doubled up Santana. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulled down the line, and that's a fair ball. Carroll's back towards Calhoun. Kipnis with good speed on his way to second as that throw is cut off, and it's a leadoff double for Kipnis' 23rd of the season.
Right down the line, right by the bag at first base. Hooks right by the base. And Kipnis with his 23rd double. Lined out the first. His first at bat. A couple good swings from Kipnis in this game. Very similar spot where C.J. Crone was able to catch that line drive because he was holding Carlos Santana on at first base at that point.
Chisenhall takes up and away. First time today that the Indians have had a man reach scoring position. That's why you hear the drum out at left center field. John Adams back in the drum. 1-0. Chisenhall skies one out to right. Cole moving back on it, and that is gonna get out of here. A 2-run shot for Lonnie Chisenhall, and the Indians get 2 of those runs back. That's his 13th of the season. 6-2 Angels.
Boy, the baseball is carrying very well here today. Look about Chisenhall's numbers against Weaver. 6 for 16 with 2 home runs, 4 RBI. This time he was able to turn on a pitch. Cole was trying to get back to the wall to see if he could time his leap, and that ball got out by about 4 or 5 rows in right field.
So a double now, home run, nobody out here the fifth, and Yan Gomes at the plate. This one out to right. Cole racing toward the foul line, and they lost the baseball. It was caught up in the sunshine there, and never found it.
He was getting towards an area trying to be able to see the baseball at the end. When he looked to see how far he was able to go towards the wall, then lost the baseball. Very bright sunshine today here in Cleveland.
Remember a couple of years ago, Torrey Hunter losing a ball out in right field. And that was one that was more towards him. One in which he had to run toward the foul line.
Yeah, once Cole looked towards where the wall was and then tried to pick up the baseball again, then all of a sudden he couldn't track it down with the sunshine.
1-1 to Gomes. He pulls this one to short. Ibar has it. I believe that was that a walk-off at that point, or it was a pivotal run came in. Whether it was the winning run at that point to end the game, or
I think it was definitely late.
Yeah,
it was a big run.
I guess if I remember correctly, Urban Santana was on the mound for that game.
No, he had one in Torrey too in right field in Seattle at Safeco Field. Day games are tough for an outfielder, especially a right fielder.
Giambi takes down and away. popped up to Eric Ibar, his first time up, serving as the DH today. '15th start in the DH spot this year. He's on the DL a couple of times this season. Tends to happen with the 43-year-olds. 3 balls, 1 strike. He is 41st on the all-time home run list, the 440 that you mentioned earlier. Next up, Dave Kingman, 442. 3-1. Fouls this one off the left. Full count.
My Hyundai key to this game, having Jared Weaver, the ace of the staff, on the hill and on the Silver Mountain, the guy that sets the tone. That's what we did through the first 4 innings, and the offense picked him up with 6. So if you can go out and get a couple more innings, get the bullpen a little bit of a rest. The ace of the staff.
And it's a walk. First one issued by Weaver. Go with 2 strikeouts. Perhaps a product of having to sit for a while there as the offense had a pitching change.
Especially with Weaver, because his pitches he goes to quite a bit is changeup and curveball or field pitches, and he had a long time in between innings. Looks like he's lost a feel for those pitches.
Ninth place hitter and right fielder David Murphy up. He lined down to Ibar to end the 3rd inning. A breaking ball for a strike. Just the 65th pitch thrown by Weaver. 41 strikes. 6-2 Angels here in the 5th. Ronnie Chisenhall putting the Indians on the board with his 13th home run of the season, now with 54 RBIs. Murphy shoots one down the left field line, slicing away from Cowgill. He's there, makes the play. 2 down as Giambi hustles back to first. Home run that Chisenhall hit off of Weaver is the 24th that Weave has allowed this year.
And his career high is 26.
Yeah, that was back in '09.
67 pitches thrown for Weaver, 42 of them in the strike zone. Pretty solid ratio for strike the ball.
Yeah. 2 outs, Giambi at first. Chrome playing behind him as BOURN cuts through the first pitch. And it's no balls and a strike. Indian center fielder struck out of the first and grounded out of the 4th. Freeze guarding against the bunt, playing in at 3rd. Halos in the 6th inning will have 8, 9, and 1 due up. Conger, Cowgill, and Calhoun. McAllister will be back out on the mound. BOURN pulls this one to the right side. Backhanded by Crone. Nice play. Weaver's there, and he beats BOURN to the bag for the 3rd out. Nice play by CJ. And the Indians are done here in the 5th, but they do strike for 2 runs on the double and a home run. We'll head to the 6th. Halos still on top.
Over game summary. Cole Calhoun, right field, 2-run home run, his 14th home run. Then David Freese with 2 aboard, a 3-run home run, his 7th. Then Chisenhall, Cleveland back in the game with a 2-run home run to right field himself, giving him now 13 home runs on the season. Some big flies in this game, but the Angels, a big 5th inning, scoring 6 runs on 7 hits.
McAllister back out on the mound. He faced 2 batters to finish off the 5th inning. Gave up the single to Ibar and then got Crone hit the fly ball to center. Conger, COWGILL, and Calhoun. And Hank takes upstairs. Hank 1 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd. Singled and scored in that 5th inning. McAllister, a tall drink of water. It's 6'6", 240. Native of Peoria, Illinois. Originally a Yankees 3rd-round pick back in 2006. Came over to Cleveland in the Austin Kearns trade.
Pretty good jump ball between Weaver and McAllister.
Yeah. Good stuff too. He had good numbers last year, as we pointed out, as a starter. 24 starts, 9-9, and a 3.75 ERA. Still just 26 years of age. That's on the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Things have not gone well for him this year, though, from a starting standpoint. It works out of the bullpen. 2-2. And Conger goes down the 2nd time today. There's the first out here of the 6th inning. All right, folks, September 16th, the Angels will take on the Seattle Mariners at 7:05, and fans in attendance will receive an Angels sombrero, courtesy of State Farm, while supplies last. Purchase your tickets today at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com.
Can't wait.
We're not going to see the Rod Carew statue? No?
That could keep going on. Angel,
right?
One of the all-time great.
Maybe we took the statue from Minneapolis and brought it with us. COWGILL fooled on the off-speed pitch. It's the rally Rod Carew statue. COWGILL's 0 for 2. A couple of ground outs, but he picked up an RBI in the 5th.
You know, baseball players are pretty superstitious.
Sometimes that's not allowed now. God forbid. RBI for COWGILL is 18th. A little bit high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6 runs, 9 hits, 4 left on for the Angels. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 left on for Cleveland. Top of the order on deck, Cole. This one's out toward shallow center. BOURN was playing in already, is there. 2 outs. And here's Cole Calhoun. 2 for 2. He's been on board 3 times. A single walk and a home run. 51 RBIs now for Cole. Home run to hit in the 5th inning, his 14th of the season. Cuts through the first pitch fastball. McAllister with good stuff.
It was a heavy sinker also.
Go the old backdoor breaking ball. Evens up the count. Weaver in the bottom of the 6th inning has Ramirez, Brantley, and Santana. 2, 3, and 4 due up against him. The Angels did add another arm to the bullpen, Jairo Diaz, as Cole shoots one out toward left center field. That'll get down for a hit. Bourne cuts it off. Cole's going to try to make it into a double. The throw from Bourne is right on target.
It's worth the gamble with 2 outs to get into scoring position. But a perfect throw from Michael Bourne gets Cole with second. Cole Calhoun was looking for his 3rd hit. Double, looking to get into scoring position, but a perfect throw from Michael Bourne. At that point would have been a single home run and a double for Calhoun, but settles for 2 singles and a home run. Perfect throw for Bourne, his 4th outfield assist. Not only fields that, but right on the money on that throw to prevent Cole from being in the scoring position.
Now, a 3-hit game for Calhoun. It goes down as a single. And Ramirez in the hole here, and no balls and 2 strikes. The switch hitting shortstop's 0 for 2. Ground down and a fly ball to right. Upstairs. Weaver with 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 4 hits allowed. Missed outside. Angels outfield shading Ramirez the opposite way. Gets him to chase the changeup. Crone feeds Weaver. 1 down.
Another good feed over there by C.J. Crone to lead Weaver. Catch that baseball and step on the base. Good base runner Ramirez going down the line. He's done a nice job, C.J. Crone, today defensively.
Working every single day before the game on ground balls. Little PFP stuff like this.
Perfect feed. You want to lead the pitcher getting towards the base. You don't throw where he has to reach back. Then you have to try to catch the baseball and then find the base at the same time.
Brantley a 1 for 2 game with a single. (6-2). Angels on top. A 6-run 5th inning. Cleveland got 2 of the runs back on the Chisenhall home run at the bottom of the inning. Oakland will start a 4-game set against Chicago tonight. Sonny Gray pitching for the A's. This one's lined to left.
Played perfectly in position to catch that well-hit baseball by Brantley. Boy, with Santana coming to the plate, Take a look at a pitch-by-pitch sequence by Weaver against Santana. This last at bat. Two-seam fastball away. Followed by another fastball, four-seam fastball inside. And paints the outside corner with a fastball. Runs that no-seam, just miss. And then a slow breaking ball, swing and miss. We mentioned you have to show that fastball in against Santana to get him to chase a breaking ball.
Well, he takes the bunt. And it's a 2-out single. And all things considered, considering the numbers that Santana's put up against Weaver, all right, he wants to go for the bunt base hit.
No one on that side of the field. The only person who could field that baseball would be Weaver. No chance to be able to do so. Yeah, I could see Weaver having no problem with that, but also you don't blame Santana, especially when you're down by 4 runs to need for base runners.
Right. They're going to give it to you, you know. There's KIPNIS, who doubled and scored, leading off the 5th. It's 1 for 2. Lined into a double play his first time up. So both of the baseballs hit by KIPNIS have been at or near the bag at first base. So Cron's got to get off the bag there with Santana on. He heads up. That one's in there for a strike to even the count.
Yeah, he took 2 baseballs right in that same position.
Good off-speed pitch.
Boy, KIPNIS tried to stay back, but couldn't do so on that changeup. I mean, on that slow curveball.
One-two pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. Down season for KIPNIS from batting average standpoint. Hit .284 last year. 17 home runs and 84 RBIs. Second round pick out of Arizona State back in '09. Fouled off again.
An outfielder at Arizona State has done a nice job at second base.
Drafted in the 4th round in '08 before getting drafted in the 2nd round. Padres took him the first time around. Another 1-2. It's down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 84 pitches now thrown by Jerry. The Angels in the 7th have 2, 3, and 4 due up. Trout, Pujols, and Kendrick. Breaking ball lofted on the 3rd base side, but behind the Indians dugout. Still the 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's some baseball news earlier today that Ernesto Frieri had been released by the Pittsburgh Pirates. He struggled after the trade, struggled before and after the trade. As a matter of fact, Pirates had sent him down. And this morning opting to release the right-hander. We wish him the best. Full count now.
Yeah, great guy. He had a fantastic year last year for the Angels. Struggled, especially here in this ballpark.
Yeah. It was Ernesto that was on the mound when Swisher hit that walk-off grand slam. The last time the Angels were here. Santana's going to take off here with a 3-2 count at 2 outs. Cron backs up at first, and he walked him. So now 2 on, 2 outs, and Chisenhall will bat.
A guy with good success against Weaver in his career. 2 home runs, including 1 today by Chisenhall.
Third baseman, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Like what you're calling down to the bullpen now.
Two out, bunt base hit by Santana with the shift on, then KIPNIS with the walk. Here's Chisenhall, 1 for 2. Upstairs in the fastball. Now there's some scrambling going on in the Angels bullpen. Looks like Jason Grilli will be the first man up. 1-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes.
Boy, Weaver had 49 pitches thrown in the first 4 innings. Since that point, he struggled with the pitch count.
Two and one. Santana, the base runner at second base. KIPNIS at first. 2-2.
Good spot on that fastball. It's 49 pitches through 4 innings for Weaver. 41 pitches in the next inning and 2/3 since that point for Weave.
Two on the way. Foul back.
Boy, Hank tried to tap that dirt on the inside part of the plate as if Weaver was going to throw a breaking ball down and in, then set up away with a fastball, and Chisenhall was late on it.
Full count. And now the base runners will get a head start. Might just be his last batter. Yan Gomes is on deck. This little rally started with a bunt base hit by Carlos Santana with the shift on. Three-two. This one's ripped to right, a base hit. It'll bring in 1. KIPNIS will end up at third. And it's 6-3.
For the 2 guys with the most success against Weaver, successful again today. Santana with 2 hits, Chisenhall with 2 hits, and 3 RBI, including a home run. This pitch was up, fastball up, hits it in the right field, driving in another run.
So now Gomes steps in. He represents a tying run. KIPNIS at third base. Chisenhall at first. Gomes 0 for 2 with a fly to right and a ground ball to short. One and 0.
Nine, 94 pitches now. Those last 2 innings, 45 pitches for Weaver.
And the battle in the 5th inning after the double by KIPNIS and the home run by Chisenhall. Dealing the same thing here as Gomes hits one out toward right center field. Hit well. Playable for Trout, however. Dealing with the sunshine and puts it away for the 3rd out. 1 run in for Cleveland. We're through 6. The Angels lead is 6-3. Using hashtag WestFanPhoto. Your photo could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast.
Liz Hollister.
Liz, we appreciate the picture. Keep sending us your pics. Hashtag of WestFanPhoto. Zach McAllister. We go from Hollister to McAllister.
I know.
Yeah,
see how you're working.
Back out on the mound for the 7th inning. The Angels have Trout, Pujols, and Kendrick due up here. Jared Weaver, we believe will more than likely be done after 6 innings. 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks.
Time for the offense to add on here now. Cleveland back in the game.
Trout 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. First one, a fastball right down Broadway. One ball, 1 strike. .25 pitches for McAllister, took over with 2 outs in the 5th inning. Two. Action of the bullpen now for Cleveland. Full count. Albert on deck. Now Trout backs out. Gomes sets up outside, and this one's fouled off to the right. McAllister's faced 5 batters. He's allowed 2 hits. He has struck out 1. Danny Salazar got the start, went 4 2/3, gave up a season high 6 runs, all earned. Another 3-2. Watch out. That was up and in. Ball 4. You mentioned that sinking fastball, but that was up around the letters.
You can see he's trying to drop his elbow to make sure he elevates the fastball against Trout. That's the book on Trout to go upstairs with the fastball to try to get a swing and miss.
Ask a sinker baller to elevate.
It's very difficult to do, trust me. It forces you to get out of your normal mechanics.
Albert up now. He's 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the 5th. 1-0. Trout started to go. This one hit hard, and Chisenhall can't come up with it. Trout ended up stopping as the pitch was being delivered, but Albert smokes one past Chisenhall. We'll see how they rule that.
Baseball was hit extremely hard. He was trying to set himself up to be able to throw the ball to second baseman, and that last little dip in the baseball got by him. All hit well by Pujols.
And Albert gets credited with a base hit, his 2nd hit of the ball game. So 2 on, nobody out here against McAllister. And here's Howie Kendrick. He's had himself a 1 for 3 game. Singleton scored in the 5th inning. Kyle Crockett ready to go in the bullpen if and when necessary. Corner infielders are playing in, anticipating perhaps a bunt from Kendrick. He takes ball 1 inside. 11 hits for the Angels. It's in the 54 hits total in that 4-game series against Minnesota. And this one, they've picked up 11 so far. Up 6-3. Trying to answer back. This was fouled off to the right. 1-1.
Yeah, the way Howie's been swinging the bat, if he was in a different part of the batting order, maybe Mike Scioscia has something to square around the bunt. Very good in day games too. 322 career, hitter in the day games this season for Howie Kendrick. He's been driving the ball. Extra base hit capabilities. Going to be swinging away here.
Ground ball to the right side, and Santana can't handle it. Trout's going to be waved in. Murphy bobbles the baseball. Pujols goes to third. It's 7-3 Angels.
Hit well by Howie. Another tough play is it for an infielder. It's a base hit. And answer right back. The offense once again. Let that baseball travel. Looking to hit the ball to that side of the field. Santana unable to get the glove on it and buy him into the outfield. Now with 65 RBI.
David Freese takes upstairs. He's 1 for 3 with a 3-run home run in the 5th. This is the last pitch Danny Salazar threw today.
Yeah, breaking ball that was down, slider down, and got that pitch from Salazar for a 3-run home run. Now with 2 on again here for David Freese.
Freese shoots one to second, hard hit. Kipnis feeds Ramirez for 1, and the relay back. It's a double play. But the Angels add another run. It's now 8-3.
Baseball was hit very well by Freese. It's right at the second baseman, Kipnis. Can't hit it much harder when you hit the ball on the ground like that.
Yep.
It's not getting an RBI because of the double play ball, though.
Terry Francona's coming out with Ibar coming to the plate. So got a chance to get to see Zach Crockett here. A pitching change as McAllister. Picked up 2 of the runs that Jared Weaver gave up, so it's now an 8-3 lead. And the left-hander Zach Crockett takes over. He has pitched in 34 games, 3-0 record, and a 1.80 ERA. Made his big league debut on May 16th, and he is out of the University of Virginia, first of the 2013 draft class for Cleveland to get to the big leagues.
Yeah, he's got a good fastball. He spots it well, not necessarily overpowering. 86 to 91, very good slider, solid changeup.
I said Zach Crockett, pardon me, it's Kyle Crockett. Either way, the lefty will be facing Eric Ibar here with 2 outs, and the base is clear. Ibar swinging first pitch, chops one over to second. Kipnis has it, and the 7th is complete. 2 runs on 2 hits, nobody left on. 7th inning stretch time, and the Angels leading at 8-3. Weaver with the Angels leading it by the score of 8-3. 33rd game, a 1-2 record, and a 2.28 ERA. As a member of the Angels, he's done a terrific job, and he'll face 8, 9, and 1 here in the 7th inning. Giambi, Murphy, and Bourne. He'll have a new third baseman as John McDonald has taken over for David Freese.
Mike Really's done, you mentioned, has done a very good job. His fastball pretty consistent around that 90 to 94 range. Changes to be well on the slider to throw the 1 for a strike. The swing and miss one a little bit firmer off the outside corner. Good changeup too.
Giambi, the DH, has popped out and walked. Jared Weaver gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 home run, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Grilly delivers up and away for ball 1. This one's out toward left center field. Trout is not going to get there. The one hop the fence. Grilly gives up a leadoff double to Giambi. Just his 4th extra base hit.
And a fastball, wanted to run that 2-seamer away, but it got a lot of the plate and elevated enough for Giambi to one-hop the wall.
Former Angel J.B. Shuck takes over as the pinch runner at second base. Murphy fouls that one at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with a line down, the fly ball to left.
And J.B. Shuck, well liked by his teammates in the Angels. Long conversation with a number of them before the games on the pregame show today also.
Murphy skies one out to shallow right. Kendrick's going out. This one goes into foul territory. How he makes the catch. Shuck will stay at second. 1 out. Folks, September 17th, the Halos take on the Mariners at 7:05, and fans in attendance will receive a halfway to St. Patty's Day hat, courtesy of the All-Timers Association, while supplies last. Purchase your tickets today at the Angels Stadium ticket officer by logging on at angels.com. Michael Bourn today 0 for 3 as Grilli delivers a strike. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Shuck, the pitch runner with a big lead at second. 8-3 Halos here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Now Bourn backs out as Grilli was taking his time. Oh, 2 upstairs, trying to get him to chase.
So when you throw a high fastball like that, it means you're going to try to throw a slider down and in.
Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The reason why I say that is because he's trying to track something firm as the fastball up already, because you threw that fastball to pitch before.
Bourn lifts one out to shallow left. Colin COWGILL had him played perfectly. 2 down. Halos coming into this one with a 7-game lead in the American League West. Oakland take on the Chicago White Sox beginning tonight for a 4-game set. You see the division leaders. Baltimore looks like they're going to cruise to the American League Eastern Division title. Kansas City and Detroit will start a series today. As a matter of fact, they're going to start here in about an hour, about 30 minutes or thereabouts. They're playing an early game today because of the Monday Night Football game. And then, of course, you see the West. Oakland has a 2-game lead over Seattle. Seattle will be at home hosting the Houston Astros. And then they'll take on the Oakland A's over the weekend.
This Cleveland club is 3.5 back in the wild card.
That's the American League picture. And, of course, the National League postseason can be found on Fox Sports 1. Jose Ramirez is 0 for 3.
Looks like the Dodgers will be in there right now at this point. They're battling though with the San Francisco Giants. St. Louis has turned it around now. And the Nationals playing great baseball. A great playoff race in both leagues.
Count him up at 1 ball, 1 strike. The Angels with the 4-game sweep in Minneapolis, now 40-31 out of the road for their 41st victory away from the Big A. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Tardy on the fastball. 1-2. 95.
You almost want to go back upstairs with a high fastball when you see someone that late on a fastball.
Some grilled cheese.
Yeah, it was. Question is, will he come back with another one?
Giambi doubled to start the 7th. Murphy popped out. Bourne a fly ball to left. 1-2. Just fouled off.
Put it 94.
Ground ball to second. To Hopper to Kendrick. Grilling works a scoreless 7th inning. 7 complete here in Cleveland. The Angels maintaining their 8-3 lead.
Ram trucks. Textbook. First to third by C.J. Cron. Going on the pitch. And with Chisenhall playing in the shift, slides in to third base and then aggressively goes on contact. Even though no outs, read that baseball well off the plate. Scores a run for C.J. Cron. We talked about aggressive base running. The Angels have done that very well of late. C.J. Cron, solid today.
Here in the top of the 8th inning, the Angels will have Cron, Conger, and COWGILL due up. They'll be facing a new pitcher. It's right-hander Austin Adams, a product of Millbrook, Alabama. 5th round pick by the Indians back in 2009. Just 4 games with the Indians this year. 4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 earned runs. New center fielder too for Cleveland as Tyler Holt takes over for Michael Bourne.
Adams has a firm fastball. 93 to 99 miles an hour on the fastball. Also will throw a slider and changeup.
Cron fouls off the first pitch. Cron with a walk, a single, and a fly ball to center. So that puts him at 1 for 2. Well, back up the middle, and how about that? Looky what I found.
Just put the glove there.
One down. That ball was smoked.
That's why you have a glove on the mound. Hit well, right back up the middle by C.J. Cron. Just threw the glove there, and yeah, routine.
Catcher and CONGER.
Had it all the way.
Yeah, the glove beats the hand or the foot, that's for sure. Here's Hank. Conger had one of the 7 hits the Angels had in the 5th inning, and also scored a run, so he's 1 for 3. Adams this year at AAA, 42 games, 3-2 record, 2.50 ERA, 54 innings, 44 hits, 52 strikeouts, 16 walks. Adams had shoulder surgery. Cost him all of 2012. Pitched in 45 games last year. Swing and a miss. Hank pulling off the baseball.
It's a pretty good fastball there. Back-to-back 97-mile-an-hour fastballs.
Hank goes down swinging. 2 down. Brings up COWGILL.
Now at bat, left fielder, COLLIN, COWGILL.
Collin getting to start in left field is 0 for 3 with a couple of ground outs and a fly ball to center. First one in for a strike. Not a big guy. Adams 5'11".
Creates pretty good leverage working downhill on the mound, though, and has good fluid arm motion also.
Even for such a big bend on that back leg, he gets right back on top of the baseball and works it down the slope, doesn't he?
Exactly. That's how you're able to create that type of velocity on a fastball at 97, 98.
Defensive swing there in an 0-2 count.
He gets good balance over the pitching rubber. His shoulders are square and then drives towards the plate. Get that great leverage working downhill. Talk about utilizing the entire body to throw that firm.
COWGILL skies one out to left. Brantley comes in. The Angels go down in order here in the 8th. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. 8-3 Halos. Insurance. Get a fast free quote at mercuryinsurance.com today and see how much you can save. Buy Jack in the Box and Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And buy your Hyundai dealer. Get clearance pricing during the Hyundai Labor Day Blue Tag event going on now. Beautiful afternoon for baseball in Cleveland. The Angels taking advantage of a big fifth inning, scoring 6 times and taking an early lead. Cleveland chipped away at that with 3 runs, 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th. The Angels got 2 of those runs back in the 7th, and that's where we stand right now. As Fernando Salas takes over for Jason Grilli, who worked a scoreless 7th inning. Salas will face Brantley, Santana, and Kipnis here in the 8th. Efrain Navarro takes over at first base for C.J. Cron. So Cron's afternoon comes to an end, going 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Brantley's had a 1 for 3 game with a single, ground down, the fly ball to left.
Important to get Fernando Salas back on track. Last couple of games, he's given up some runs. Prior to that, unbelievable numbers. Trying to get that feel back, that invisible fastball. 88 to 92 range, good changeup and slider.
Brantley lifts one, fouled it out of play down the left field line. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Hasn't quite had that crisp command of his fastball the last couple of outings for Fernando. Just looking at his charts to see who you go to next. The bullpen has been great.
Brantley lifts it out toward right center field. It's playable for Cole. 1 down. Stick around after the last out. Angels Live post game presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Ken French and Jose Mota will break it all down after the last out is recorded here at Progressive Field. Coming up right after the game. 15,116 came out on this perfect day. Angels will head down to Texas, take on the Texas Rangers beginning tomorrow night, a 3-game series. Hector Santiago will get the start. The opening game of that series against Colby Lewis. Santana with a couple of hits. Single to right in the 2nd inning. A bunt base hit in the 6th. That started the rally. Led to 1 run. John Gomes hitting eventually a fly ball to deep center to end the 6th inning off Jared Weaver. Skied on the right side. Efrain Navarro dealing with the sunshine. Howie Kendrick is there, calls him off. 2 down.
No fly ball has been easy to track down in this game, whether it's a pop-up in the infield or into the outfield. Howie still comfortable talking about it to Eric Ibar about the sun in his eyes.
Kipnis looks at a strike. Doubled and scored leading off the 5th. This one out to left center field. It's a 2-out base hit for KIPNIS.
Swung the bat well this entire game. The double, a line out to first, resulted in a double play, a walk, now a single.
It'll bring up Lonnie Chisenhall, who's had a couple of hits today. Home run and a single. Base hit by KIPNIS, the 8th for Cleveland. Home run that Chisenhall hit in the 5th inning. It's his 13th of the year, now with 54 runs batted in. One ball, one strike. Action in the Cleveland bullpen. The Angels up 8-3. Bottom of the 8th. One and two. Little chopper to second. Chisenhall reaching for the outside pitch. And Salas with a scoreless 8th inning. We head to the 9th at Cleveland, and the Angels out top 8-3. The American League East leading Orioles on Fox. Then on Fox Sports 1, the Padres take on the Diamondbacks. The action starts at 9:30 a.m. Pacific on Fox and continues at 4:30 Pacific on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
Baltimore in great position now to win that AL East. And the Yankees more likely were fighting to try to get into that wild card race to stay in it.
Number of changes for the Cleveland Indians here at the top of the 9th inning with the Angels up 8-3. Nick Hagedorn takes over on the mound for Austin Adams, who had a 1-2-3 8th inning, including a strikeout. Hagedorn will have a new first baseman. Jesus Aguilar takes over for Carlos Santana. Justin Sellers, the new second baseman, in for Jason Kipnis. And then Zach Walters is the new left fielder. And Chris Jimenez takes over for Yan Gomes behind the plate. So the emptying of the benches in back-to-back games. It's a good sign for the Angels.
Yes, we do like to see that. What a job once again by the offense, and the bullpen solid once again, picking up Weave, who threw the ball very well in 6 innings himself. in line to pick up his 16th victory.
Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols are the scheduled 3 batters here. Cole with 2 singles and a home run. He's also walked, so he's 3 for 3 and been on board all 4 times. Hagedorn pitching in his 29th game, 1-0 record, a 1.31 ERA, 23 strikeouts in 20 and 2/3 innings. Two balls, no strikes. Howard's on the corner. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Angels have Mike Moore getting ready in their bullpen for the 9th.
What a game for Cole Calhoun. 2 singles, home run, a walk.
A 3-1 count. Cole's hit .267 against left-handed pitching this year. Upstairs, and he draws the walk. On base machine today, all 5 times.
You certainly want to see that out of your leadoff hitter, that's for sure. Cole's been outstanding. Well, Cole has done in that leadoff spot. The Angels 39-10 when he scores a run. He scored a run so far today. He's been on base all 5 times.
Mike is 1 for 3 with a single, a couple of strikeouts and a walk, and he's also scored a run. One ball, 2 strikes.
All 3 pitches, and that one included 2 at the top of the strike zone, that one well out of the strike zone as Cleveland continues to try to stay upstairs against Mike Trout.
Evens up the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this little add-on stat there for Cole Calhoun. The Eagles have won 19 straight games in which he has scored a run in the game.
This one hooked foul. A breaking ball from Hagedorn. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here tonight. An 8-3 Angels lead. Angels looking for their 88th win. Down the line, foul again.
Throwing some high fastballs, slow curveballs, changeup.
Broken bat roller. That's a fair ball. Boy, Chisenhall took his time, and it's going to be a tough play regardless.
I mean, you're not throwing out Trout unless you get rid of that baseball as quick as you can, especially that long of a throw.
He's got a good arm and everything, but he kind of took his time to load up.
I think he was thinking this baseball was going to be fouled right over the base. And no chance of throwing out Trout.
So Terry Francona in an 8-3 game is going to go to the bullpen here. And so we have ourselves a pitching change. 8-3 Halos. Takes over on the mound for Nick Hagedorn. Did not retire a batter. Walked Calhoun. Gave up the infield base hit to Mike Trout. Now Albert Pujols will bat. Hitting 2/3, 4 runs in 2 career games. Made his big league debut on September the 1st.
Fastball 91-96 range. Slider, changeup.
Price, one of the young arms that Cleveland acquired once upon a time with the Victor Martinez trade to the Boston Red Sox. Albert looking to strike. Pujols 2 for 4 today. A couple of singles, a couple of runs scored.
With some shadows now, especially with a guy throwing 94-96 range. Difficult for a hitter.
Albert drives one out to deep left. No shadows needed here. Gone. A big fly for Albert Pujols. The 11-3 Angels.
26th home run for Pujols. Now 91 RBI. Albert Pujols crushing the baseball. The shadow does not know against Albert Pujols. Crushes that one out.
Third home run of the game for the Halos. 2 3-run shots.
Fastball, inner half, sinker ball. Pitcher elevated. Baseball from the sunshine to the shadow to the sunshine to the stands.
Well, that pitching change didn't quite work for Terry Francona. 2 of those 3 runs charged to Hagedorn.
Well, 14 runs yesterday, 11 today. And Albert Pujols continues to move up that impressive list as far as RBI and home runs. I guess that early BP helped him out today.
I believe it did.
3-hit performance for Pujols.
Howie Kendrick, a multi-hit game. Halos with 14 hits today, on the heels of the 19 hits they had yesterday. And this is a team that had been pitching well.
I mean, their ERA has been unbelievable of late for Cleveland.
Danny Salazar got the start, gave up 6 runs in 4 2/3. McAllister got charged with 2 runs. Hagedorn with 2 runs now. Howie shoots her now toward right center field. And that ball's hit well. Holt going back. He pulls up. That is off the wall and gone. Off the top of the fence. Back-to-back jacks for the Angels. Makes it 12-3.
I think Howie's starting to like hitting in that number 4 spot. Boy, he hit the ball well with extra base swings on this road trip. Slider. I think he said, yeah, that's a chance going a long way too.
A pensioner for Los Angeles,
Well, this is a Cleveland club since the All-Star break, an ERA at 2.82. Only 9 RBI in the last 3 games for Howie.
Gordon Beckham pinch hitting here. And he takes one down low. So back-to-back home runs by Pujols and Kendrick. 12-3 Angels. John McDonald came on defensively the 7th for Freeze. And it's Beckham in this spot. Looks like Grant Green has come out to the on-deck circle as well. So he'll be batting for Eric Ibar. Two balls, 1 strike. Beckham fouls one back to our left.
Three baseballers that have made their way up here today.
Yeah. Full count now. Nobody out here in the 9th. Calhoun walked. Trout with the infield base hit that chased Hagedorn, and Price came in, gave up the 3-run blast to Pujols, and Kendrick going the opposite way for a solo shot. Beckham fouls this one back. Cleveland in that 3-game set against the White Sox allowed a total of 2 runs, sweeping that series. Beckham lifts one out toward right center.
This is very similar to that offense we saw just before the All-Star game.
There's the first down here in the 9th.
Perfect timing to get hot. Boy, and if you're Oakland, you're looking at this score.
For the Angels,
you're just scratching your head thinking, boy, talk about a runaway train as far as an offense.
Grant Green pitch hitting here, looks at a breaking ball for a strike. Jairo Diaz, just called up before the game today, is getting ready for the Angels. He'll be making his major league debut. The Angels now, barring any other hits here, but 4 games in Minneapolis plus this game. So 5 games, 69 hits.
Boy, this is impressive when you think about that. When coming to the ballpark today early this morning, a number of guys were hitting in the cages too this morning before taking batting practice today. And still talking hitting in that dugout. Well, Don Beller has done a great job. Dave Hansen, Paul Sorrento.
Green pulls one down a left field line. That's going to get down for a hit. It'll go for extra bases. A little flare double for Grant Green. Perfectly placed down the line. And the Angels' hit attack continues.
And his slider was supposed to go down and away, and it spun back the inner half of the plate. And Grant Green right down the left field line for a double.
Efrain Navarro's first plate appearance. Took over for C.J. Cron in the 8th inning at first base. And lifts one out to left. Zach Walters in. 2 down.
We talk about the offense and the adjustments they've made. First 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits. Both were singles. Since then, 12 runs on 14 hits. 4 big flies, including back-to-back by Albert Pujols and Howie Kendrick. Cole Calhoun. Boy, this offense, this rolling. David Freese, the 3-run home run. David Freese is crushing the ball.
Hank takes up and away. 1 for 4 afternoon for Hank. One ball, 1 strike. Green over at second. And Hank gets one out toward right center field. Well, going out is Holt, and he'll make the catch just shy of the wall. And that'll end it for the Angels. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. The Halos tacking on 4 runs. Back-to-back home runs by Pujols and Kendrick. 3-run shot by Albert. Solo one by Howie. 12-3 Halos.
1 to left.
On top here at the bottom of the ninth inning, the makeup game from the rainout on June 18th. And here in the ninth inning, we'll see who Terry Francona will send up to the plate against Jairo Diaz, making his major league debut today. Started at A-ball in the Cow League, ended up at Double-A, 4-4 with a 3.48 ERA and 15 saves in the minor leagues this year. A guy that native of Venezuela, just 23 years of age, started his professional career as a catcher and transitioned just a couple of years into his pro career as a pitcher.
Yeah, Mike Scioscia likes his power arm. He can run that fastball 94 to 99 range. Very good. 12-6 break, a hard curveball to boot. 31st pitcher used this year by Mike Scioscia. A lot of arms, not out of the bullpen. A very important part of this club has been the bullpen.
Chris Jimenez will bat for John Gomes as he took over for him defensively last inning.
Batting for the Indians, number 53, Chris Jimenez.
J.B. Shuck is the DH. And then David Murphy. Those are the scheduled 3 batters. Grant Green is over at second base. Gordon Beckham at shortstop and Luis Jimenez at third. Tony Campana is also in center field. '97 and falls behind here. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike.
We said he has a power fastball. Some good movement on that fastball too. He's trying to relax. See him trying to breathe. His debut.
99. And he walks him. Leadoff man on board, J.B. Shuck coming up. And we'll go out there and try to calm Jairo down a little bit. Started his pro career back in 2008. From Puerto La Cruz, Venezuela. Listed at 6 feet, 195 pounds. That might have been a couple of years ago.
Strong guy. Yeah, we saw him last night.
Catcher's body.
Yes.
Efren will play behind Jimenez over at first base. JB gets his first plate appearance against his former team. Took over as a pinch runner for Jason Giambi last inning.
Well, there are some power arms down in the bullpen for Mike Scioscia, Mike Butcher.
One ball, one strike.
Talking to Mike Scioscia about him today, just trying to refine his delivery to be more consistent down in the strike zone.
JB pops it up. The third base line. Jimenez should call off Conger, and he does. 1 out. That'll bring up David Murphy.
Number 7, David Murphy.
Murphy, the right fielder, is 0 for 3. Line out, a fly to left, it'll pop him to second. Fouls this one back and out of play. Oh, 1. Murphy, a swing and a miss. There's a breaking ball.
After seeing a number of fastballs from Diaz, all of a sudden as a hitter, hit the deal with a curveball. At 89-mile-an-hour curveball.
Oh, 2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Down goes Murphy. First big league strikeout for Diaz. 2 down. Oh no, did he foul tip it? I guess he did. No, now they've come to an agreement that he did strike out. They've come to terms and Murphy is done. So that is the first big league strikeout. He and Paul Schreiber having a conversation at the plate.
Number 62.
So 2 outs. Given is at first. Tyler Holt. See his first plate appearance. Two balls and no strikes. Twelve runs, 16 hits, 5 left on for the Angels. 3 runs, 8 hits, 6 left on for Cleveland. This one shot down the line. Slicing foul and out of play. Angels will move to 88-55 on the year. Put some pressure on Oakland as they kick off a 4-game series in Chicago tonight. Sonny Gray going up against Hector Noesi.
Still, when you're in that clubhouse and you see the score again, you're thinking, well, when are we going to have an opportunity to pick up some ground?
Three balls, 1 strike. You just imagine the adrenaline going through Jairo's body right now. Good to get him into the situation now.
We saw him last night when for the luggage to be delivered here in Cleveland. The flight from Minneapolis.
And there's a walk. So 2 on. 2 outs. And Ramirez, a shortstop coming up.
Now batting for Cleveland, number 11, Jose Ramirez.
See Mike Butcher come out and visit. Trying to slow down his youngster.
Now it's down and away. Ramirez 0 for 4 today. 3 ground ball outs and 1 fly ball out. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes. And Mike Butcher's going to come out because the Angels need someone loosening the pen.
With David Murphy at the plate, and a breaking ball, get a swing and miss. A very good one. Hank Conger. Roll that first career strikeout, rolled it over into the dugout. You don't see that too often. Usually you see that for the first major league hit. Saw that actually yesterday in Minnesota.
Yeah. I was watching Murphy that whole time. He started the walk and then just stood there for a second and went back to the batter's box.
Yeah, he did. He was trying to sell it that he actually thought he fouled it. Like I said, you don't see that too often where you get an opportunity to save your first major league strikeout as a pitcher.
3-1. Full count now. Hector Santiago will be on the hill tomorrow night in Texas, taking on Colby Lewis. Game 1 of that 3-game series. Matt Shoemaker going on Wednesday. Corey Rasmus on Thursday. 3-2 swing and a miss. Light that baby up as the Angels defeat the Cleveland Indians this afternoon by the final of 12-3.
Diaz finishes it off with a punch out 2 in the inning as the Angels win again. You mentioned now 33 games over 500. Weaver picks up the W, 16th, which leads the American League in that category. Cole Calhoun, what a game. 3 for 3, a home run, 2 walks. Once again, when he scores a run, the Angels are very good. 40-10 when Cole Calhoun scores a run, including 20 straight victories when he scores a run for the Halos.
16-hit attack. 70 hits for the Angels on this 5-game winning streak. 46 total runs. The Angels are now 88-55 on the season, and will at the very least maintain a 7-game lead in the American League West. We'll see what happens tonight with Oakland playing at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago, taking on the White Sox. Sonny Gray going up against Hector Noesi. But here, the final 12-3, and the Angels with another fantastic attack as far as the offensive side of things. Back-to-back home runs. The capper in the 9th inning. Pujols and Howie Kendrick.
Boy, Howie's crushing the baseball.
Jared Weaver was on the mound today. He picked up his 16th win of the season. Hank Conger caught him. He's down on the field with Jose Mota.
Thank you, Victor. Well, talk about the confidence the offense has shown being a contributor in that 5th inning, and the fact that you guys seem to be nonstop right now.
Yeah, just really the past couple games, just doing an excellent job of just really controlling the box. Guys are stepping in, very confident, and just making sure that you can see good strikes and swing, and it's been fun to watch past couple days.
Hank, you've been here long enough to understand what's taking place here and the importance of these significant games. How special is it for you as a young veteran player?
Yeah, it's definitely a different experience for me seeing the past couple years. But you know, nothing's over yet. You know, I know this road trip's been a little long for us, a lot of traveling, but you know, we just got to continue doing our job, staying focused, and you know, not trying to worry about whatever happens. Whatever happens at the end of the season happens, but we got to make sure that we stay focused.
Being on the inside and treating and dealing with his pitchers on a daily basis, how surprised are you not that Jared Weaver has 16 wins?
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. I think one of the great things that he does so well is still managing, you know, even when he doesn't have his best stuff that day, making sure that he mixes his stuff up, reading hitters, doing an outstanding job, is keeping the ball down. And you know, I'm not surprised at all. He's our anchor, and you know, we're going to continue to lean on him.
Congratulations handling everybody there today on a hot day. Thank you.
Thanks, Jose.
The Angels continue to roll here in Progressive Field makeup game. They get it done, and we're off to Arlington. Before that, Angels Live. Yes, Ken Frank joined us on the field, all presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. See ya.